Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Satvinder Singh, and today we will be discussing on the different topic. And today we have a topic named diligence. Last week we talked about laziness. Laziness, we can see there are two kind of people in the world. First, to whom we may call lazy people as well, or the one who are just postponing their work. They are just postponing for tomorrow, for a week, for a month, or an year. There are many people who just love to postpone their work, and there are few people, those who like to perform their work on the immediate base as well. So there are many different kind of people. Gurbani also teaches us about each and every topic of our social life. Last week, we tried to understand the concept of laziness in Gurbani, how Gurbani teaches us, how Gurbani talks about the concepts of laziness. So once we are able to understand about laziness, then we can walk on the next path that is Uddam, that is diligence. Sagal Uddam में है Uddam pala har ka naam japo ji sada. We are doing a lot of efforts in this world to make many things, but the best thing, what kind of Uddams, what kind of diligence does Gurbani give any encouragement, or Gurbani teach us, that we will learn in today's session. If we take the person named Thomas Edison, what happens? We always try to postpone our work, but if we see the one who are the most famous person, the one who reached to any level, they were never lazy. They were in a different kind of position. They were diligence people. Diligence. The main thing of diligence person is they never give up. What happens in our life? We try once, twice, or three times. After that, we just start feeling, I'm not getting success in this life, or I'm not getting success in this business. I should change it. So if we take an example from Thomas Edison, and as I read somewhere, he tried almost 1000 times to make a bulb, lighting bulb, that we all are taking benefit in today's state, but he took almost 1000 tries. And even I read after 750 tries, all of his colleagues or mates just left him. They said, you are just trying again and again. We are not getting success. We must change our plan. We can work on anything else. We can make something else. Why you are just trying to make the same thing? And we have failed over 700 times. Then Thomas Edison said, now I know the 700 ways with that I cannot make light bulb. I know these 700 things will not help me to make a bulb. So I'm so close to it, I will never give up. So as we can read, it took almost 1000 times, and finally he did it. And he's one of the most famous person, we can say, and there are almost 1093 things are patented on the name of Thomas Edison. And it's not a small amount. One is the phonograph. Phonograph, where it was possible to record a voice and it was possible to repeat and listen again. So it's also invention by Thomas Edison. And if we take some more examples, then he made light bulb. Everyone is aware about it. Then vote recorder. At that time, also the vote recorder was required, that was made by Thomas Edison, and motion pictures and many more things. But the main thing was about him. He did not give up. He was trying again and again. So that is why he got success. Sagal Uddam, Mahe Uddam Pala. This is also part of one Uddam, but there are many different Uddams in the world. So total, he was able to succeed 1093 patents on his name. We are also making efforts. Uddam efforts are actually needed in everyone's life. In social life, it's much needed. Gurbani is also not against about it. As we read, as we heard, Gurbani's Guru Nanak Sahib Ji's first message was Kirt Karo. Kirt Karo. So here also we are doing different kind of kirt. Kirsani kirsan kare, loche jio laye. Hal jota udam kare, mera put ti khai. Here Gurbani is giving an example from a person, the one who is working in the field as a farmer. Kirsani kirsan kare, loche jio laye. He put his heart in that kind of efforts, in that kind of uddam. Why? Hal jo hai uddam kare. He is doing many things on the field. Why? Mera put ti khaye, so that our son, daughter can eat easily. Most of the time, we are working just to earn the money so that our family can feed well. Kutamb jatan karanang maya anek uddam hai. Now there are again many examples. Gurbani is giving Kutamb jatan karanang. Kutam means family. Jatan karanang maya anek uddam hai. We are trying to earn the money by many different ways. Many. Someone is in IT professional's job. Someone may be working in banking. Maybe someone is a contractor, cook, or any businessman. There are many kind of work people are doing, but the main motive of different kind of all the works is just to earn money, just to have some food. We do normally say, okay, roti kama rahe hain. We are earning food. And we are not only earning, the moment we are working, at that time we are working, we are thinking about money, but Gurbani is saying, काहे रेमन चितवह उदम जा आ हर हर जियो परया सैल पत्थर में जनते उपाय ताका रिजक आगे करता रहा. What we are doing, we are always thinking about food. It is fine whenever we are hungry, if we are thinking about food, which is fine. But what happens? काहे रेमन चितवह उदम जा आ हर हर जियो परया. We are thinking about uddam to do some work. Why? We are just thinking about food. Even in normally, if we ever noticed, while having breakfast, we are talking about lunch. Even we did not finish our breakfast yet, and we are discussing what we're gonna eat in lunch, what you are going to make for dinner, what are other plans, what will be offered today. So we are thinking a lot about food, not even while eating, even while eating also we are thinking about future. What food will I get in my lunch, in my dinner? So we are so much concerned about it. Kahe re man chitveh uddam. Gurbani is saying us, don't think much about food. Don't take tension. Don't be stressed about food. Why? Pehlo dete rijak samaha. Pichon dete jant upaha. Guruji is saying, firstly, he made food for you. Later, he sent you on the earth. Firstly, he prepared, he take care about food. Then he created living beings. So you no need to worry about it. You can take any other tensions. You can think about any other ways, but never take tension about food. What will you get? How will you get? You will get for sure. Gurbani is saying, Pehlo dete rijak sambaha. Rijak means food. Pehlo means first. Firstly, he made, or we can say, firstly, he arranged food for you. Pichon deta janti upaha. Later, he sent you on the earth. So don't get worried about your food. You no need to think about it. Now, the next question comes. We are working hard in this world. We are trying to do a lot of things. We are trying to earn money. Sometimes we are arguing with someone. We are doing any kind of any bluff. But still, what we want is our happiness. Jatan bahut sukh ke kiye, dukh ko kiyo na koe. We all are trying to be happy. There is no one who tried to be in pain. We don't try to get some pain from somewhere. We don't try it. We don't think about it. We are putting all our efforts just to be happy so that we can find happiness, peace in our life. This is what we are looking for. So we tried many ways, many things. We put all kind of hard works and efforts to get the happiness. But what is happening? Dukko kiyo na koe. We did not try to get some pain in the life, but still we are in pain. We are in depression. We are living a stressful life. We have a lot of problems, although we did not try to get any single problem in our life. We are looking for happiness. And even our efforts, all the efforts are just for the happiness. So now the question may come in our mind, although we are not trying to get some pain, still we are getting pain in the life. And another way, we are trying a lot of things. We are putting all the efforts to get happiness, to find some peace and pleasure in the life. Still, we are not getting it. Why? Definitely something is missing, because after so many efforts, we are in pain. After doing a lot of hard work, still we are not able to get peace in the life. Still, we are so worried. Why? Uddam karhe anek, har naam na gavai. Gurbani is guiding us on that path as well. Gurbani shedding light on every path. There are many, many different ways. There are many different paths, but Gurbani is shedding light on every path. Uddam karhe anek, har naam na gavai. Now Gurbani is telling us, you put a lot of efforts in doing a lot of things in the world. Har naam na gavai. But did you put any single effort to meditate on Lord's name? You are trying a lot of things. You are putting your efforts to earn money, but the one who is actual giver, do you have time to say thanks to him? Are you spending your time for that? We need to think about it as well. All these other things will help us, but for the peace, for the real peace, we have to go, or we have to meditate on Lord's name. Now Gurpani is telling us in by the different way. Pai Gurdas ji. Now there are two examples Pai Gurdas ji is giving us. जैसे कर लागे आग, जाग कुआ खोद्यो चाहे, कारज न सिद्ध होए, रोए पछुताइए. If someone's house is getting burned, fire just catch the house. If at that time a person started thinking, now I'll dig a well, now I will dig a well so that I can get some water and do some, so that I can throw some water on my house. So now it's not possible. If house is burning, and another person would try to dig and make a well, so now it's too late. Another example, जैसे तो संग्राम समय सिखियो चाहे वीर विद्या, अन्यथा उत्तम जैत पदवी न पाइए. First thing, if house is burning, then if you are trying to make some another thing, or you are trying to make a well, dig a well, it's not possible, you are late. Another example, if there is a battle is going on, fight is going on, and in the battle at the moment, if you say, just teach me how to use this gun, and I'm going in the battle and I'll take care about it. Now it's not possible. If we will think about it, we can't do it. So Guruji is telling us, Pai Gurdas ji is giving another example, Bir, Vidya, Anitha, Uddam, Jat, Padvi na pai. Now also you are putting your efforts. Uddam, again you are being delicious, or you are putting your all the efforts. Maybe you are having proper food, delicious food, powerful food, and you are thinking, now I'll be strong and I can fight. and I can learn skills just immediately on the immediate base. It's not possible now. You are too late. So Gurbani is giving us examples. So on the same way, we also got number of breaths and came into this life. So don't be much busy in all other things and don't forget the God. We are always just thinking about food and money. If we ever noticed ourselves, we are not giving our 10 hours, 15 hours, or 20 hours to earn the money. Rest of the time also we are thinking about money only. Did we ever notice? Firstly, we are thinking how to earn. Later, we are thinking how to survive. How can I make it double? How can I save it? Am I safe from the government? Am I safe? Can I keep the maximum money? How can I arrange it? There are many ways. We are just thinking about money all the time. But once we'll remember, once we will come to know, we are putting a lot of efforts, we are doing a lot of hard work to earn the money, but this is not the final thing. We have to think about something else as well. We must remember the God. मन मह चितवो चितवनी उद्यम करो उठ नीत हर कीर्तन का आहरो हर देहो नानक के मीत. Now Gurbani is telling us मन मह चितवो चितवनी, which is fine if you are just putting your all the efforts just to have some food. Bread and butter is needed, no worries about it. Even Bhagat Kabir ji also says, "Bhukha Bhagat na kijai, yeh mala apni lijai." I want some food, then only I'll meditate on your name. So this is needed. We are not against about it, but we should not stuck on money only. There are a lot of another things that we must do. मन में चितवहो चितवनी उद्यम करो उठ नीत हर कीर्तन का आहरो हर देहु नानक के मीत. Now the next step is, once we are able to earn some money, once after getting some money, or once we are trying to looking for, if we are looking for some peace, then what should we do? Man mein chitavo chitvani. Now your thought must be changed. Uddam karo ut neet. Ut neat means on the regular basis. You need to put some efforts on another work as well. What is the another thing? हर कीर्तन का आहरो हर देहो नानक के मीत. You must put, or you must start a new habit of remembering Lord's name, Lord's praise. This will help you. What will help? What will we get it? किस उद्यम ते राज मिला शतरण ते सब होवन मीता. So Uddam, diligence will help us to get whatever we want. Kis Uddam te Raj mila, Shatran te sab hovan mita. We can get a kingdom. This is an example from Bhai Gurdas ji. Now this is a story about Bhagat Dhruv. Dhruv was the one who was not getting love from his love, and later he started on the meditating Lord's name. And what happened? His father gave him entire kingdom. So किस उद्यम ते राज मिला है. If you are putting your efforts to earn money, we will able to get the money. But wherever we are putting efforts, we can get that. And then anand paya man bigsya uddam paye milan ki yaas. But if we will start putting some efforts on the path of Almighty, on the path of God, if we will put some efforts and have some hope that we can definitely meet Lord, then definitely we need to put some efforts. Gur Satgur ka jo Sikh khai. And what are the efforts? Gur Satgur ka jo Sikh khai, so palke uth har naam tyave. Uddam kare palke par pati, isnan kare amrit sar naave. So if we are trying to walk on the path of Almighty, Uddam kare palke par pati. Parpati means early in the morning. And this time is such a precious time. This time has praised by almost every religion. Even if we talk about Islam, they also says this time as Al Subha, like it's God's morning. Even if we talk about Hinduism, they also say Brahm Mahurat. Mahurat It's a time of Brahm to meditate on Lord's name. And in Gurbani, we do read it as an Amrit Vela. Amrit Vela Sach Now Vadiyai Vichar. Uddam Kare Palke Parpati Ishnan Kare Amrit Sar Nave. So here also Guruji is saying, wake up early in the morning and meditate on Lord's name. Pag Uddam Labdyang Maya Nanak Sad Sang Khal Pandita hai. Guruji is giving another example as well. If we are putting some efforts and going to religious places, going to temple, Gurdwara, whatever are religious places, wherever we are going and trying to learn something new, or we are trying to listen some religious point of things, then what can happen? Khal Pandita hai, the one who don't have any knowledge, even a foolish person can be an intelligent person. And here is one example. The one who started putting his efforts on the way, on the path of Almighty, he just fall in love with that thing. And there is example of Pai Manch. He was at the time of 5th Guru, Shri Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. Pai Manch Ji, what he used to do, he used to arrange dry wood for langar so that langar can be prepared for the sangat and they all can have it easily. But what happened? One day he was just coming with dry wood. He just got tumbled into the well, followed by the storm. He kept all entire dry wood on his head, but did not let that wet. Later, Sikhs came, Guruji came, they just throw a rope and said, and told to Pai Manch, you just come out and leave this wood here. We don't need it. You just come out. But what Pai Manchji said, he said, no, this wood is to prepare langar. This wood should come out first from this well. So as soon they dropped a rope, he tied all those wood with that rope and said, just keep it outside so that we can prepare langar. If this wood will get wet, then there could be a problem. We'll not able to make food for the needy ones. This is how he started feeling. Then Guruji also really liked this action. Guruji got much impressed. Later, the moment Pai Manch came out of that well, then Guruji said, Manj pyara Guru ko, Gur Manj pyara. Manj Guru ka bohe tha, Jag Langan hara. Means, as you are my beloved, I am your beloved. This is how Guruji treated him. Manj Guru ka bohe tha, you are like fairy for me. We both can go outside. Both can reach to the different level. This is how Guruji treated him. This is how Guruji respected him. Nanak Satgur Petiye Puri Hove Jugat Hasandiya Khelandiya Penandiya Khavandiya Viche Hove Mukt. Now the question may come, where should we show our diligence? How can we be a real diligent person? So there are two different ways that we just discussed. One is about social life, one is about spiritual life. Hasandiya, khelandiya, penandiya, khavandiya, viche hove mukta. Gurbani is not saying that normally what happens, we just started thinking a religious person should not laugh. A religious person should not play any games. A religious person should wear all the simple dresses only and have simple food only. He should not go for expensive clothes, or he should not play any games or have a good food. No, his life should be simple. This is what we think about. But what Gurbani is saying, what Guruji is saying, Hasandeya, you can laugh. It's nothing related. Laugh is not related to religion. A religious person should not laugh. It's not true. Khelandiya, you can play. Penandiya, dressing, you can wear good dresses. Khavandiya, you can have good food. Viche hove mukt, still having good food, but don't forget the God. This is the basic line. What happens in our life? We are doing a lot of efforts, to earn money, to earn another things, and we just forgot we need to put some effort to walk on the path of Almighty. ਉਦਮ ਕਰੇਂਦਿਆਂ ਜਿਉ ਤੂੰ ਕਮਾਵਦਿਆਂ ਸੁਖ ਪੁੰਚ ਧਿਆਇਂਦਿਆਂ ਤੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਮਿਲ ਨਾਨਕ ਉਤਰੇ ਚਿੰਤ. If we are getting much worried why we are working so hard to earn the happiness only, but still we are getting some pain, the reason is we are putting all efforts just to earn money. But what should we do here? Uddam karendya jiyo tum kamavdya sukh punch. You need to put your efforts to earn food, then only you can get some happiness. Then don't stop here. This is just the first step. What is the another thing? Prabhu mil nanak utre chent. If you are earning, if you are getting some food, don't forget the one who provided you with the food. The actual God is the great giver and he is giver to all. So this is what Gurbani is telling us. So what are the today's takeaways are? First, we try to understand the definition of diligence. What happens? We just get lazy. We just started thinking about to postponing the work. Until unless we are postponing, we can't get success in the life. All successful people of this world, they could be related to science, technology, or maybe on the religious way, but all are so diligent. This is the first thing, that is the basic need. So firstly, we need to understand we should not try to postpone our things. We should work on those things if we really want those things in our life. We must be diligent in our social life. Yes, in the social life also, if you give time to someone like I'll be there at this time, we must be there. If we are going to office working, so we must be on the time. If whatever our office timings are, we have to be there, otherwise we may face some problems. So we have some social responsibilities. We have to work to earn. We have to earn so that we can feed our family. And family life, that is also, there are many responsibilities, many commitments that also we must follow, we must do, or we must be diligent in those things as well. Satisfaction and peace of the mind. What happens while doing all the social things? We don't get proper satisfaction. There is no peace of mind in the life. The problem is dat pyari visrya datara. We put all the efforts just to earn other things and forgot about the one who provided us with all these things. So if we can follow, if we can, it is just like diligence in spiritual life as well. So both things are needed. We are not against the social life or working life or family life, but we must not forget God as well. It's not like I'm saying if we are spending 10 hours for work, we must spend 10 hours to remember the God, to remember God. No, but at least 10 minutes we can give it. I do see many people, and I heard from many people, they said like while going to bed, we just spend 30-40 minutes to scroll our social apps so that we can reply all the people. If we can spend 30-40 minutes before going to bed to chit chat with the people, then definitely we can spend 5-10 minutes to by saying thanks to the God. That will bring peace in our life. By saying thanks, by being thankful to God, these things will put satisfaction in our life. If we see God, there are many people who may be not getting proper food even, but I'm having proper diet. Thank you so much. There are many people, those who are maybe spending their life in the hospitals. Thanks to God, I'm in my bedroom. I'm in my house. There are many people, those who are maybe in the mental hospital, where I'm all right. My brain is working fine. Thankful to you. I am living today. I did not, any mishappening did not happen with me, not with my family. I'm thankful to you. And you provided me with all the foods and facilities all people don't have. So satisfaction is possible if we are looking at people, those who are below to us in terms of financial conditions. If we want to stay happy, secret of happiness is just look at the people, those who are having less money than us. that will bring happiness and satisfaction in our life. But if we want some more and more peace in our life, then we must need to look on the people, those who are ahead in terms of spiritual path. So what is our mistake? We are looking at the people, those who are below to us in spiritual path. So that is why we don't walk on that path. And we are looking on the people, those who have more money than us. So that brings some problems, stress and depression in the life. So the secret of happiness, in the short, I would say just in 2 lines. One is, look at the people, those who are financially below than us. That will bring happiness, that will bring satisfaction. And the people, those who are ahead from us in terms of religious path, as we can say, I'm just going to Gurdwara once in a month, but that person is going to Gurdwara once in a week or maybe every day. I'm just spending 2 minutes of satsang in the satsang, but that person is doing Japji Sahib every day. He's spending 15 minutes every day. I'm just giving 2 minutes. If we will start thinking in that way, then we will walk more on our spiritual life, and that will bring happiness and peace in our life. So then definitely we can say we got the success in our life. So this is what a person is called, successful person. And Gurbani also teaches us about successful life as well. What are the successful people? How can we be success? So Gurbani gave another aspect. There are many other views about this. So definitely we will try to understand, we will try to learn what is or who is a successful person. In next Tuesday we will try to understand. So now I would like to end up the session, and thank you so much for being such an attentive audience. Thank you so much to everyone, those whoever are joining here, spending and giving your time to listen about God's grace, listen about God's talks. It's always good. Thank you so much for giving your precious time. Now it's time for all of you to interact with me. If you have any question, if you have any doubt, or if you want to ask anything, so you may ask me. I'm giving an option to unmute yourself. Thank you so much, and thanks again for being an attentive audience. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Hanji. Hanji Harcharan Singh Ji, you are unmuted. Would you like to add something?
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh Ji.
It's strange how I can imagine how Guruji has explained in so many words and so many methods, and how Bhai Gurdwara has given his examples and things like that. Yet we have in this world, we have people who don't believe in God at all, and those people don't worship at all, and those people who worship are being laughed upon, and those who do what they're supposed to be doing are saying like, oh, you know, all of things, you know what I mean. So I was wondering whether is there anywhere in Gurbani which says that we must be, if we can help help those people who don't pray at all. Can we pray for those people who don't pray? How do we enhance? How do we do? I'm sorry, it's of course it says that if you want somebody to be good, you become good. Don't worry about that person. I've seen this kind of example. They say first you deal with your own home first, and then however, whatever you want other people to do, you do it, and then by looking at you, people will improve. You don't worry about that. And so I was wondering whether is there anything in Gurbani about to that nature?
Yes, aap sawar hai, main milaya. Like firstly we need to work on ourselves. What we are trying, we are thinking like someone else is not doing good things, I must tell him. So what we are doing, we are not working on ourselves. So what we need to do, we need to work on ourselves. Gurbani do says us, tells us about the same thing. Aap sawar hai, main mila. Firstly we need to work on ourselves, then only people will get influenced automatically. Like from the flower we do get fragrance, it's automatically. But we are not working on ourselves. More we are worried about other people, why other people are not doing it. But we just forgot even we are not doing it most of the time. We are also thinking many different things. But the problem is we know about God, but we don't know God. So if we know a few things about it, or we heard something, so we just started feeling maybe we know many things about religion, this should do or how should we do, but we are not following it. Definitely, it's such a deep question and very nice thing that you asked, Harcharanji. Yes, we need to work on ourselves. This is the first thing. There are many examples about it. We'll try to make a topic about the same someday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Harcharanji. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh, Harcharan Ji, for putting your words and taking it initiative. Thank you. Anyone else from the Sangat who would like to add something or any questions? Yes, Manjeet Ji. Yes. Anyone from the Sangat who have any questions or feedback? Would you like to add something? Yes, Sandhu Ji.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back on the line again. There was online just now when we read, I think it was good. Now I'm going to slogan, the economistic, where it says that we make all kind of efforts. We make all kind of efforts, and but we don't make any effort to. Can you remind me of that Pangati where it says we make all kind of efforts, but we don't make any efforts to get near God. Something like that. Can you remind me of that Pangati again? Dukh mein sukh. I think something like that. It says sukh mein sukh mein.
Sukh mein bahut sangi pa dukh mein sang na koi.
No. Today's topic. It was on today's topic. I didn't make any note of that topic. That particular line. Maybe it's not.
जतन बहुत सुख के किए, जतन बहुत सुख के किए, दुख को क्यों ना कोई.
Yes. I was thinking that the other way around. After hearing you, I'm much more clear about this. I said that again. Dukh mein.
जतन बहुत सुख के किए. We tried a lot of things. We put all of the efforts.
I've made a lot of efforts to make myself happy or rich or enrich myself or make efforts to do whatever will please me. But I have not done anything. But I've not done anything to make me feel it's completely done again.
Yeah. जतन बहुत सुख के किए, दुख को क्यों ना कोई. We don't put any efforts to be in pain. And the another thing that you were asking, like, there is another Gurbani quote as well. Prathme man par bodho apna, pachhay avar rijhao. As you were asking, like, is there something like when Gurbani is telling us to work on ourselves? Yes. Prathme man par bodho apna, pachhay avar rijhao. Avar means second person. Firstly, we need to work on ourselves. Prathme man par bodho apna. So firstly, we need to work on us. Pachhay avar rajao. Then we can work on someone else. This is also
okay. The other line, dukh mein kyun na koi. That means he has not done any. Does it mean say that he has not made any efforts to make himself uncomfortable? Is that the meaning of that Pangati?
Yes, jatan bahut
dukh mein. So means he has done many efforts to make himself happy, make himself pleased, rich, whatever. And then dukh mein kyun na koi. But he has not made any effort to make himself uncomfortable. Is that what it means?
Yes. We don't try anything to be in pain. We don't try anything to earn some pain for our life. We don't try it. Dukh ko kyun na koi.
And yet we get it. And yet we get that pain. Is that what I mean?
Yes.
And yet we get that pain. And yet we get that pain, and we feel uncomfortable, although we didn't do any effort towards that. Is that the meaning?
Yes, still we are getting some problem, although we are not trying intentionally. Sometimes it is happening in our life. That is why we are getting. That's a different concept, but we are not trying to get some pain, but still we are getting.
Yeah. But the pain still comes, and sometimes some people get some kind of illness, and they not done anything towards it, but they're praying to keep themselves okay. And suddenly, for example, for me, if I'm praying every day and things like that, I'm praying for goodness. In fact, I'm not consciously praying for goodness or whatever, because when you pray, automatically Gurdwara says so many things that then sukh milega and all the kind of things are, many ways. But it doesn't say anything about anything about displeasure. They talk about manamukh and manamukh and gurmukh. If good manamukh, and now there are those who don't follow the guru teaching, and they will have all this kind of uncountable or whatever the pain, as you said. They do consider, but yeah, that's very strange, and that you don't have make any effort for yourself to create that pain, and yet the pain comes to you.
Yeah, because we are not
can you elaborate
conscious.
a bit more on this?
Yeah, actually, what is happening? We do those kind of things as we already discussed in previous lectures. Ape beej ape hi khao, but we are not aware about it. We do hurt some people, but we are not aware at that time. It happens automatically. We don't do it intentionally, maybe, or sometimes we do it, we don't remember it. But the law of nature is like nature don't forget anything. Even if we are doing good, even if we are doing anything bad, even if we are remember or if we do remember or not, like in day-to-day's life, it happens. Like sometimes even while talking, we just say it. I just forgot what I was saying. Please tell me what I was talking about. It happens normally. It happened many times in my life as well, maybe in yours life as well. While discussing or telling something, we just say, oh, I lost what I was saying about. So we forgot, but nature don't. So whatever we are getting, it is because of we have done it some way, somehow, maybe we don't remember it. So now what is the best way to deal it? Because we can't change it. Something good or bad is happening to us. We know we can't change it. But what we can do, we can accept it with happiness. That will help us. Like as Gurbani says, Sukhmani, in the Sukhmani Sahib, जिस ठाकुर स्यों नाही चारा ताकव कीजय sad namaskara. So you don't have any option to do something else. So what is good way to do? Jis ठाकुर से nahi chara ताको कीजय sad namaskara. If we can accept it, yes, whatever is happening, I'm all right, I'm okay with it. So that way is to this situation we do call it panha manana. But yes, whatever is happening, I'm okay with that. I know maybe something was done, or maybe I did something wrong, that is why happening. That I'll just share a small part of Baba Banda Singh Bahadur's life. So that is just related to this. What happened at the time of martyrdom, Baba Banda Singh Bahadur? Then the one who was just doing many things to Baba Banda Singh Bahadur, he just said, don't you have any complaint to Guru Gobind Singh Ji? Don't you have any complaint to God? We are giving you many kind of punishments and you are just smiling. Don't you think so? You did a lot of good things, but still you are getting pain. At that time, Baba Banda Singh Bahadur said, I don't remember. I had power in my house. Definitely, I did many wrong things that I was not supposed to. That happened by my end. That is why I'm facing this problem. Guru mera dayalu hai. He just give mercy and grace. I don't have any complaint with God. So whatever is happening, if we can accept it, yes, it's happening. Maybe it was done by me, or if we can accept with happiness, that is called part of Pana Manana. That is also a different concept. So we will make another topic about this as well, like Pana Manana. So we'll try to take a deep dive into that topic, more deep dive. We'll try to understand different aspects of Gurbani.
Yeah, Panamana is
Definitely.
very tough. It's very, very. Ajar jare, so nijar chare. They say ajar jare, so nijar chare.
It's easy to say, easy to hear, but when it comes,
Yes.
it's so
Oh my
hard.
God.
We always started complaining to God. We just start teaching to God, God, this is not good. You are not supposed to do like this. So these things comes in our mind, but Panamanna is also such a deep concept that we will definitely will take this topic as well sooner.
Okay, can you just one expect nijar chare means nijar chare. Ajar jare, no, ajar jare is to do something which is so difficult to do when you do it. Ajar jare, do nijar
Yes.
chare. Nijar chare is the result, is it?
Yes, Nijar Chara, it is like that, that you have to do it, but it's maybe sometimes it's hard, but you have to do it, or you are not able to take it properly.
Or is that the benefit? Neither jare, ajar jare, neither jare.
Ajar,
You
it
get the
means,
benefit.
yes, it is like to whom you cannot win, you cannot conquer. So it's
Ajar jare.
yes, beyond your words, beyond your powers, you cannot win him. But it is just like the same thing. You cannot win God, you cannot win it. So what is the good? That you need to be calm at that time. You need to accept it. So this is a complete Shabad. There are different aspects are shown in that Shabad. So we will take that as well.
Thank you, Ji.
But yes. Yeah,
Thank you for taking such a long time, and I've deprived many other Sangeets who may want to say something. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you, Ji.
No. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Fateh. But it's always good. You always take initiative and ask your questions and clear your doubts. So it's always good. Thank you so much, Harcharan Ji, for taking participate. Yes, anyone else from the Sangat who would like to ask anything or any remarks you would like to add?
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Ji Fateh Ji.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh Ji.
Just like to add that if you put an effort, God will do so much more. Like they say, you know, Charan Sharan Guru ek penda jaye chal, Satguru kot penda aage hoye let hai. So we just need to take the first step. The rest is all taken care. Udam karo karao Thakur. So, you know, I think that's just wanted to add that. That's it, Master Ji. Thank you so much. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Thank you so much. Yes, definitely. We just need to take first step by Gurudas Ji's words. Charan Sharan Guru ek penda jaye chal, Satguru kot penda aage hoye lete. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you very much. Yes, anyone else from the Sangat who would like to add? Yes, Atinder Kaur Ji, you are unmuted. Would you like to add something?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਬੜਾ ਮਨ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਨ ਹੋਇਆ
ਜੀ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਜੀ, ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਥਾ ਸੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ, ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ।
ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ ਜੀ।
ਤੇ ਵਿਸ਼ਾ ਸੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਸੌਰੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਥੋੜੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ,
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ ਤੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਅੱਜ?
ਅੱਜ ਆਪਣਾ ਵਿਸ਼ਾ ਸੀ ਜੀ ਮੇਨ ਉਦਮ ਦਾ ਜੀ, ਵੀ ਉਦਮ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਜਾਂ ਉਦਮ ਦੇ ਵੱਖੋ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਕੁਝ ਆਪਾਂ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਕਵਰ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ। ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਲੇਟ ਆਏ ਤੇ we will share link of this lecture on YouTube as well, so you can hear that।
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜੀ।
ਓਕੇ ਜੀ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਜੀ, ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜੀ। ਹਾਂਜੀ,
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ। ਹਾਂਜੀ, anyone else from the Sangat?
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਕੁਲਦੀਪ ਜੀ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ, interesting balanced lecture on diligence. A few learning points that I learned as you had started. Sagal udam mein udam pala. I think this line is a very, very deep, impactful line. Of all our diligence, still more diligence is the best. Just like Thomas Edison's example, 1,000 times he tried to make the light bulb. So here I am trying to divide diligence, as you had done, into two parts. Diligence in our everyday life and diligence in Naam Japna. So Kirt Karni and Naam Japna. And yes, for our life, we are very diligent. From young, we study, we target, we aim for something, and we achieve. We try to achieve tan, we try to achieve money, we try to achieve greatness, we try to achieve a name for ourselves. And along the way, sometimes we forget in that we are not also preparing for difficult times. So Jatan bahut soke kiye, like as you said, dukh ko kiyo na koi. We never prepared ourselves for dukh da vela. And like you also could, I liked all your quotations very much. Bhai Gurdaji's quotation, Udam karo anek. I mean, not this one, but jaisa kar lage aag, jaag tua. Yeah,
जाकुआ
I mean,
खोदे
kar
चाहे कारज ना सिद्ध
khudyo
होए।
chahe,
बिल्कुल
karj na sikho hoye. So, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ prepare ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਵਾਲੇ ਵੇਲਾ, ਜੋ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ then we are trying to dig a well to get the water. We never prepared the water beforehand to put out the fire. So how can we prepare ourselves? And Gurbani gives us so many wonderful examples to prepare ourselves for difficult times as well, how to manage ourselves. And that's where Hasandia, Kelandia, Penandia, as you said, Pawandia, enjoying our life. We do everything, we have everything, kherde hoye, khande, pinde, nachde, gaunde. But fair we within these things that we have, these material things we have, we must always still be mindful that we should detach from these kind of things, and this should not be our main aim in life. So a bit of detachment is still necessary, and that detachment is, be always remember Waheguru, because he is going to be our main ultimate support. So while doing all these things, Tavi, remember Waheguru, because he is our support, he is our pain reliever, he is our one, he's the only one who's going to give us mukti when we are down and out. So dhyan tu Prabhu mil Nanak utri chind. In difficult times, Vaheguru is the only one who is going to be our Adar and our support. And we must have diligence in remembering. We must be diligent in trying to remember Vaheguru, in trying to walk our path in a very balanced manner, so that when we fall, we still are able to get up and walk again. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. That is how I look at diligence from your lecture point. Thank you very much, Ji.
Thank you so much for sharing your point of view, and you just summarized in Kirt Karo Naam Japo is the main thing that we understood, try to understand in today's topic. Thank you so much for sharing your views, Kuldeep ji. Yes, anyone else from the Sangat would like to share or add few words? Hanji, Mohan Singh ji, Jyoti ji. I would like to add, I would like to say, like, whoever is joining, so you must participate and sharing your views. If you like something or if you want to add something, so it always feels good. So we all are Sikhs, we all are learning from each other. Sikhi Sikhya, Gur Vichar. So yes, anyone else from the Sangat? Or otherwise we can end up the session, ji. Hanji Hardeep ji.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Yes, Satvinder, it was a good lecture, and that I got to know there are so many lines in Gurbani which uses this word Uddam, which means diligence, and that yes, we make efforts for all our daily needs, our life, but our Bani tells us that we must also make the effort to remember and praise Waheguru. So that is the lesson that I get from this, that we must make all efforts. God has also given us a lot, but then we must make the effort to जिस तरह के पल के उद्यम करे पल के परपति स्नान करे अमृतसर नावे. So we also need to make some effort to remember Waheguru. Thank you very much for your lecture. It was very good. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you so much for sharing your views and feedbacks, Hardeep Ji. Thank you. Anyone else from the Sangat who wants to contribute something, then you can unmute yourself, or otherwise we can end up the session. Okay, I would request you all may unmute yourself so that we all can say Fateh together. Thank you so much for listening me attentively. Thank you so much for joining today's
Thank
session.
you for a wonderful
Yes.
lecture.
Thank you so much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Vaheguru
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Ki
Vaheguru Ji Ki
Fateh.
Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji.